Hi guys, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well today. I'm gonna walk you through a very simple game. This is for all the people who don't like the hot drop but still like to win chicken dinners, and this is how you can do it. Now we can use a small map, so no matter where you drop, you're gonna find some company or the other. So this is the best map to do it on. I like to go to barn here, as you can see, and this is the most fast way to get down. So you look straight down, your key is in the direction you want to travel to. I'll do a proper video, a short one, on exactly how to the two ways to drop as fast as possible. So the first thing I do is, now there are three warehouses in a house over here. So the first thing I do is, because I don't have any loot, I go into the house. It offers me some kind of cover. The other three don't offer that much. I first try and run and pick up the first gun I can see. Obviously, as you can see, there isn't one in this house, and I haven't got anything yet. So I'm gonna run out to the first warehouse, and wow, we get a UMP. I've been running the UMP a lot over here, and I see someone. So I need to get to him before he gets a good gun and before he gets any decent weapons. I know there's a guy in this warehouse with a gun, so I'm gonna take him out first. The other guy running didn't have anything, so I've taken him out. I hear another footstep on the left, so I'm gonna take that out first. Now I'm trying to focus in on this footsteps. He's in the warehouse, he's on my way, and he almost got me there. I am a potato shot, and that's why I'm making this video, is because uh, a lot of people aren't that great at the game, don't like the hard drop, still enjoy playing a little with a little bit of action, and this is how you can go through doing it on a regular basis. Choosing your weapons carefully is very very important, and I will go through a little bit about that as well. I'm gonna health up quickly here so that we can start moving on. We are outside the zone, so we will have to start moving quickly. Though I like to loot as much as I can, I am a very avid looter, so I'm gonna feel really bad that I've not been able to go through all these warehouses, but I guess that's okay for now. I'll have a look around a little bit as much as I can and then make a move for it. Trying to decide which weapon to take. So, of course, the ARs are better than the SMGs, but I love the versatility of an SMG. Unfortunately, they're only good at really close ranges. At mid and long range, even mid range in SMGs is quite good, but not as good as an AR and others can get. So I'm third partying these two guys here. I heard them shooting at each other, and it's just superb that the VSS is so quiet and so stealthy. It suits me perfectly. I love it. Got both of them down. Still wasting a little more time trying to go through these warehouses. Like I said, I don't like to leave a location once I've started looting there. I like to make sure that I've cleared it out properly. You never know what's in there that you might need, and like you can see, I've got a lot of ammo which I really really needed, extended mags and a lot of other accessories. Since this is early game, I still have some time. The first circle is not gonna hurt me as much. I could definitely improve my looting game a little bit. Got shot from behind. So again, another reason for this video now. One is I'm a potato shot, which I mentioned earlier. Don't like the hard drop too much, and uh, being able to find an opponent in, or rather spot an opponent, let's say, is a little difficult. And very often I'll be getting shot and I won't know from where, and I'm the type of guy who won't take a shot unless I can see the person and I have a chance to hit him. I mean, one is wasting ammo, one is giving away your position, so a lot of things involved. So I really really take a long time to acquire a target before I shoot, and that has been the death of me very very often. As you saw right now, the bot was shooting at me, but I still took 2 seconds to acquire him before I took him out. because I feel that just firing blindly very often, you won't be able to. I mean, you might empty your mag and then acquire and then not have enough bullets to shoot him with, and a lot of complications. So unless you're quite certain that you're gonna get the target, I mean, there's no reason to go through with it. As you can see, looting. Yep, always looting. I'm a very, very greedy guy, so I want the best of the best all the time. Sorry about those notifications, guys. Alright, now hopefully moving on. You gotta keep making sure that your backpack has enough space if you need to pick up anything. I'm keeping my scopes pretty tethered. Uh, because we're playing Sanhok and we don't need really large scopes, so the max is a 6x, which I keep in a backup. I also have the 2x. I have a red dot equipped at the moment on my AK and a 4x on the VSS, so the 2x will most probably go on to whatever I change the VSS with, which will become my primary. I like a 556 AR or the QBZ. It is my favorite. I love it, and I'll put the 2x on it. If you notice right now, my quick scope shows me that I have a 6x equipped on that, and that's just incredibly funny. If you notice now, I'm gonna switch it out. Yeah, 2x. Dropping all the extra ammo I have now that I have a 556 AR. I'm not gonna keep that much extra 7.62. It's only my backup with a little extra, you know, removing all the pistol and my 9mm so that I have more space in my backpack. Always making sure the backpack is streamlined, yes. I do take a lot of time doing that, but I'm inside the circle. I want to make sure I'm good to go for the next one. Uh, just checking for any last minute details I might have missed. Alright, that's outside. I normally, like I said, when I go into a compound, I like to loot all the buildings before I leave. It's a bad habit, but yeah, make sure I have really good loot. Extendeds really required. Though I'm playing against duos, I'm playing solo versus duos, so I'm pretty good. Horizontal foregrip now. Yes, when I pick up the M762, I do need a horizontal foregrip. Sorry, a diagonal or angled foregrip. My mistake. Angled foregrip. Yeah, it is the best for the M762 along with a compensator. I don't have one yet, but I will get one. Again, now the accessories are very specific to the maps. If you noticed, I just put my flash hider on my QBZ. Sorry, that is because on Sanhok, the easiest way to identify or acquire a target is the flash of his weapon, and I'm trying to make sure that nobody notices mine when I'm killing someone else, and that will make it easier for me to stay hidden, stay stealthy. These are all really small details that make a very big difference. I mean, it could make no difference at all, but it could make hell of a lot. So it is important because we make sure that we collect each and every little advantage we can over the opponents, right? So if you notice, for example, even my helmet, my level 2 helmet, I won't pick up a white level 2 helmet, a desert camo helmet. Not on Sanhok for sure. It's a dead giveaway and it actually makes your head the bullseye, which is ridiculous. because with the grass and everything around and all the cover that is there, normally it is only your head that is visible, and if you're highlighting your head to people, that's just stupid. So I would rather keep a green level 1 helmet than wear a desert camo level 2 helmet. Some say that is a little stupid because obviously it gives you better protection, but for me, the advantage of being stealthy trumps protection, the extra protection that you get. Level 1's okay. Shouldn't have too much of problem. I was trying to get that bot, but I noticed somebody else was shooting him, and I realized that it was another player. So I got the players instead of the bot. Now I take out the bot. I also heard someone now behind me, but at that time on the left of me. And if you noticed, I looked in that direction. So I took out these two guys because I stopped hearing those two over there. I mean, those footsteps over there, and I'm just making sure I take everything I can. I'm contemplating whether to take a sniper or not. Um, it's very tricky, very tricky to decide whether you want to take an AR and a sniper or a dual AR. Now, there aren't too many opportunities to snipe on Sanhok, but the few that are there, I mean, you really miss the sniper. So, yep, once again, I'm contemplating, wondering whether I need those sodas and painkillers. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. I'm just making sure I health up and soda up and everything as much as I can, making sure all my foregrips, my attachments are in order. If you notice, I have put a compensator on the M762 now, wondering why that extended is not applied. And now I see that those guys had called a flare drop, and I didn't even know that. And I'm going to try and go get that drop now. So yeah, I mean, it just happened to be good luck that I took them out as soon as they had called in the flare, and I didn't even know that. Trust me for being so aware, huh? Well, there is a lot to be aware of, and it's very difficult to keep track of everything, and it's only the pro players who can. I mean, for us casual gamers who are just playing for a laugh and a giggle, I mean, it's hard to keep track of everything that's happening in this game. This game gives you so much information all the time: who's killing who, how they're getting killed, where they are. I mean, locations, names, places, equipment, everything for each and every player is being displayed publicly every second. When you see the kill feed, when you see hit markers, when you see anything, you hear the sound of a gun firing, and you know there's someone over there with XYZ gun. And you know that in order to, if you do get into a conflict with them, you need to use ABC gun to make sure that you have a faster kill rate. So absolutely, whether you need to stay hidden, whether that guy has a sniper or not. Now I waited till the last second before I went and got this crate, because I knew that the yellow smoke is I mean, it's a beacon for anybody and everybody. Now I'm taking the sorry, MK, I'm saying. I'm taking the Mark 14, yes, the MK 14, instead of my loadout, and I really got it perfect now. The AUG and the MK 14. I normally don't pick up an AUG, but off late, I mean, the QBZ has really made me feel so good that I really wanted to try the AUG as well. They both served me really well. And after this game and a few others, I did realize that the AUG was definitely a good advantage to have. Very low recoil, so the amount of accuracy is way better. um, it does feel, now I don't think it's actual it is a fact, but it does feel that your M4 has a higher damage. That isn't true. It does have a slightly higher bullet velocity, and that's why higher recoil. Now that means long range shots are way better, but for short to mid range, which I'm using this for primarily, the AUG and the QB Z have perfect, almost zero recoil profiles, which make it beautiful. So I'm just healthing up. I'll take whatever I can from this guy. Health. Oh, suppressor, superb. He's got a Groza. I don't know if I'm gonna switch that out. I'm really tempted. It's so difficult now to decide what to take and what not to. And he has an AWM and a Groza, and I would love to take that loadout too, but I don't think I will. It's alright. Oh, there I go. The Groza it is. Yes, it's definitely a very, very, very good close range weapon. And if you notice, I dropped the silencer and I haven't even realized that. And I'm just medding up all the time and you know trying to make sure the circle doesn't kill me. Thankfully, I'm not too far out, as you can see. So I do have that time. I've made it up properly. I've taken my painkillers and sodas. I've got a good loadout now. So if you noticed, I kept the MK14. It's a beautiful DMR to have. It is the only DMR that has a full auto mode as well. So it's like having a spare AR as well as a DMR, and it is the highest damage as well. So it's perfect. Yeah, that's why I don't take the OM on Sanhok, because it's a bolt action, and that reduces the rate of fire that you have access to, especially when you're playing solo against duo or squad. You want to make sure that you do have an option to switch out your weapon if you do need to last minute. And the MK14 is perfect for that because it gives you the ability to make those long range snipes on single shot mode, and it gives you a beautiful high powered um, beast of a gun as an AR if it's on automatic. So yeah, it's just perfect. This is the side of Sanhok that I don't like too much. This is the southeast island. There are three. One is the big one on the west, and then sorry, on the east. Big one on the east, and this is the southwest island. And there's another one on the northwest. Now, both of these west side islands are very barren. A lot of cliffs, as you can see, and a lot of open area. I'm really worried about being over here. I don't know whether somebody's gonna come up from behind me, and that is just scary. So I'm gonna move to these buildings, and then I'm gonna go to the that cliff towards the northwest. Go up that slope. um, there are two bikes there. There's some action happening actioning there's some action happening up on those cliffs, so I'm going to drive past all of it and onto the other one. um, because if I run in this open field, I mean, I can hear 3-4 people going into it, and I don't want to be another target. So I'm going to stop just before the top, so that if there is anybody up there, they don't get a chance to take me out. And now I've gone to the top. I can hear them shooting over there. If you notice, I always try and stay in the shadows. I wear very dark clothes, and that just makes sure that I stay hidden. Now, that was a bot, of course, and we're up to 11 kills. That seems perfect. There are only 5 alive. Wow, let's see where everybody is now. I don't see any action that direction. I can hear, or rather, I heard somebody there, so I know there is somebody on that cliff. They tried to shoot at me a couple of times, and um, they will have to come to me. They're outside the zone. In fact, if he is up on that cliff and he has to run, he's gonna have to jump off that cliff, and that's gonna be a big problem for sure. Trying to decide which scopes I want, it's very difficult. I mean, if I could, I would keep like 10 different scopes for a different one for every situation. Normally I keep it 3 and whatever the longest one I can on my primary, but in this case, if you notice, now I picked up the 3, and I was just trying to decide whether I need the red dot, the 2x, the 3x, how I'm going to work it out. So I've kept the 6, 3 and the 2, and the red dot as well. I get very confused between selecting the red dot and the 2x. I like the red dot, but like I said, I'm really bad at spotting. So a 2x normally increases the magnification a little bit, even for close quarters, and makes it much easier for me to acquire and pinpoint a target. You need to work these things out on your own, figure out what works for you the best. Now, I made sure that that guy didn't. Now, I could have watched the kill feed to see whether that guy actually jumped off and died from a fall or not, but like I said, couldn't pay attention to that. I was trying to look at people around and things happening around me, staying aware of where the gunshots are going off. So if you can see now, I know there were gunshots down there. So I'm just going to make sure that he hasn't run into the circle over here. Peek on the edges of my rock, and I'm going to take a slightly roundabout route just to make sure that there's nobody here, going up to the zone line and now going back. I don't want anybody to come up from behind me. It's extremely difficult to manage. Now there are only two of us left, and I don't know where that guy is, but I'm gonna see him in a couple of seconds. I look around. Now I'm really worried. I'm too far out in the open. Anybody from down in that field can spot me damn easily, and even from above me, behind me. And as I come around each corner, I make sure that the more exposed area, at the more area I get exposed to, I've cleared it before anything else. So now I'm gonna make sure that I go cover to cover, that I've done all the game, but over here especially, whatever little cover I can find, again looking behind me, making sure that nobody is gonna ambush me from the back. And now I'm just looking around, wondering where the guy is hidden, and make sure I'm completely boosted, health is up. Now I know that there's nobody on this side of the map. That means I know he's gonna come up from the opposite side. I don't know whether he's seen me run down that mountain or not. Unlikely he would have already started trying to get into a conflict if he had. And I'm well within the circle. I have nobody behind me, so I'm really safe right now. I don't want to leave the safety of this rock. Yep. I'm wondering whether this will be it. Looking around, wondering where he is, hoping that he doesn't come up from an angle I can't spot, and trying to listen for footsteps. The circle's getting smaller. I'm going to hear him soon. Just trying to make sure that I hear him before he hears me. Always moving up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right. Now over here I seem to be focusing on this area a lot more than anything else. I'm wondering whether he'll come in from this the top of this ridge, because that's the only side of the map I wasn't able to acquire when I was coming down that mountain. And even now, I mean, I have a good view of the rest of the mountain. This is the only side I don't have access to, and I'm wondering where he is. So I've heard some footsteps and I'm trying to make out where he is. um, Footsteps are not showing on the map, so he's more than 20 meters out, and there he is. Spotted him. Now I'm gonna make sure I take my time. He's not seen me. Yes, thank you very much. Winner chicken dinner and MVP. Perfect. So thank you very much guys for watching this. Hope it helped you a little bit and what the tactics are on winning a chicken dinner even without dropping heart. Have a good time. Bye.